Cookies, those delightful little treats, are a universal symbol of comfort and joy. They transcend cultures and generations, bringing smiles to faces wherever they go. They are universally loved by people everywhere, from the youngest child to the oldest grandparent. Cookies are more than just a snack, they're a shared experience. They come in all shapes and textures, round, square, star-shaped, and everything in between. The possibilities are endless. Whether you prefer them soft, crunchy, or chewy, there's a cookie out there for everyone. Each bite is a little adventure for your taste buds. Chocolate cookies, especially the classic chocolate chip, are a perennial favorite, a timeless treat that never goes out of style. They're perfect for a snack with a cold glass of milk or a warm cup of tea, a comforting combination that soothes the soul. The aroma of baking cookies, that sweet and inviting scent, fills a home with warmth, creating a cozy and inviting atmosphere that makes everyone feel welcome. Sharing cookies spreads happiness and creates bonds, a simple act of kindness that can brighten someone's day. It brings back sweet memories of childhood, of grandmothers baking in the kitchen, and of simpler times filled with love and laughter. Baking together is a fun way to connect with loved ones, creating lasting memories and strengthening relationships. It's a wonderful activity to share with family and friends, a chance to laugh, create, and enjoy each other's company. Freshly baked cookies, warm from the oven, are a simple pleasure that can instantly lift your spirits. They are simply irresistible, a tempting treat that's hard to say no to. Who can resist that warm, gooey goodness? Cookies truly make life a little sweeter, adding a touch of joy and happiness to every moment. The chocolate chip cookie was born from a happy accident. Ruth Wakefield, owner of the Toll House Inn in Massachusetts, ran out of baker's chocolate. She used chopped Nestle semi-sweet chocolate instead, expecting it to melt. Instead, the chocolate stayed in gooey chunks. Guests at the inn loved the new creation. The recipe quickly became famous across the country. Soon everyone wanted to try this delicious chocolatey surprise. And so the classic chocolate chip cookie was born. Great cookies start with quality ingredients. Fresh flour gives structure, while butter and sugar create richness and sweetness. Brown sugar adds moisture and caramel notes. White sugar helps cookies crisp. Eggs bind everything together, and vanilla brings warmth. The star, of course, is the chocolate chip. Semi-sweet, milk or dark, your choice. Mix in nuts for extra crunch if you like. Each ingredient plays a role in making the perfect cookie. The right mix makes every bite delicious. Ready to embark on a delightful baking adventure? Get ready to create some magic in your kitchen. The first step to baking success is all in the preparation. Start by gathering all of your ingredients. Make sure you have everything you need before you begin. Then, carefully measure each ingredient according to your recipe. Accurate measurements are key to achieving the perfect cookie texture and flavor. Next, let's get that oven ready. Preheat your oven to a precise 375 degrees Fahrenheit. This ensures even baking and prevents your cookies from spreading too thin. While the oven heats up, take a moment to line your baking sheets with parchment paper. This simple step prevents sticking and makes cleanup a breeze. Plus, it helps the cookies bake more evenly. Now for the fun part. In a large bowl, cream together your softened butter and sugars. Beat them until the mixture is light and fluffy. This process incorporates air, which contributes to a tender cookie. Once the butter and sugar are perfectly creamed, add your eggs one at a time, mixing well after each addition. Then, stir in your vanilla extract. Vanilla enhances the overall flavor profile of the cookies. In a separate bowl, whisk together your dry ingredients: flour, baking soda, and salt. Whisking ensures that these ingredients are evenly distributed, which is essential for proper leavening and flavor balance. Gradually add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients, mixing until just combined. Be careful not to overmix, as this can result in tough cookies. Now comes the best part. Fold in those delicious chocolate chips. And if you're a fan of nutty goodness, don't hesitate to add your favorite chopped nuts. Walnuts, pecans, or even macadamia nuts would be fantastic additions. Using a spoon or cookie scoop, drop rounded spoonfuls of dough onto your prepared baking sheet. Make sure to leave a little space between each cookie to allow for spreading during baking. Carefully place the baking sheet in the preheated oven and bake until the edges are a beautiful golden brown. You'll know they're ready when the centers are still slightly soft to the touch. This usually takes around 9–11 minutes, but keep a close eye on them, as baking times may vary depending on your oven. Once they're out of the oven, let the cookies cool briefly on the baking sheet for a few minutes. This allows them to firm up slightly. Then, gently transfer them to a wire rack to cool completely. Now, the moment you've been waiting for. Indulge in the warm, gooey goodness of your freshly baked cookies. There's nothing quite like the satisfaction of enjoying a homemade cookie, fresh from the oven. They're perfect with a glass of cold milk or a cup of hot coffee. Ah, the chocolate chip cookie. Is there anything more universally loved? It's not just a treat, it's an American icon, a symbol of comfort and home. Chocolate chip cookies are America's favorite, and they hold a special place in the hearts of many. So much so that it's even the official state cookie of Massachusetts. Each year, billions are eaten across the globe, a true classic, transcending generations and cultures. But did you know the story behind this beloved treat? Ruth Wakefield, the inventor, traded her recipe to Nestlé, not for money or fame, but for a lifetime supply of chocolate. A sweet deal indeed. And speaking of grand gestures, the largest cookie ever baked was a feat of engineering and baking prowess, weighed over 40,000 pounds. But beyond the records and the history, these cookies taste like home, evoking feelings of nostalgia and warmth and bring comfort to all ages. Sharing a batch brings people together, fostering connections and creating shared experiences. It's a simple act of kindness that strengthens bonds and creates lasting memories. The simple joy of a warm cookie, fresh from the oven, reminds us to slow down, appreciate the small things, and savor life's little pleasures. So the next time you bite into one, remember its rich history and the joy it brings. A good chocolate chip cookie always makes the day sweeter.